Technical producer Joe Stevens. Studio show produced by Scott Ackerson. Directed by Bob Levy. Our audio mixer Jim Hilson. Studio technical supervisor Jack Simmons. Highlight supervisor Janice Casaza. And the senior producer of Fox Sports Bill Brown. Executive producers are Ed Gorin and David Hill. The onside kick.
They got it.
And the Cardinals have it. Damian Anderson came down with a reserve running back.
Exactly how it's designed. Make it bounce up into the air, get a deflection, and come down with the football.
The kick was touched by a Minnesota receiver and caught by an Arizona player, first down.
Otherwise, the ball would have to travel 10 yards on its own, but the minute a Viking player touches it, it's a free ball.
You're going to see Damian Anderson right there. They touch the football, and he's able to come up with a really smart play by Damian Anderson.
It looked like Kleinsasser had his hands on it, if I was seeing that properly. But the Cardinals have it with one timeout. McCown slips, throws. Brian Johnson running hands in hand with Denard Walker.
I was going to say, they got to call that.
But who do you call it on?
Denard Walker. He's holding them the whole way.
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. Automatic. First down.
Right here, Denard Walker and Brian Johnson. Here's where he starts to grab him. He's basically tackling him. Tries to get position on him. I played with Denard in Denver, and he has the ability to run with you, but he also has a tendency to hold too much.
What about the position that Brian Johnson had? A 30-yard pickup on another Viking penalty. First down. McCown throws, complete to Evan Smith, who stepped out of bounds wisely at about the 26-yard line. Denard Walker over there.
Offensive line did a great job. He had all day to throw, and he finally looked to the right where Emmitt Smith was wide open with nobody near him.
The Packers are winning easily at Lambeau against the Broncos. The Vikings need to win, or they could miss the playoffs after starting 6-0 to open the season. Their defense is on the spot. 2nd and 5.
They're in a nickel situation with those young linebackers.
McCown. Complete. Nathan Poole. Inside the 15, around the 12-yard line. Arizona has another first down. A 13-yard pickup. It's 1st and 10 Cardinals from the 13. Clock running.
Tell you what, this offensive line is coming alive. We need a play by this defensive line. If they're going to make a play, they got to make it now.
Already 6 sacks in the game for the Vikings defense. The give is to Emmitt Smith.
Mike McCown stepped up and made a nice hit there.
At Lambeau Field, some 70,000 fans are watching on the Jumbotron, watching closely this game, rooting for the Cardinals, because if Arizona can pull it out, the Packers will win the division and go to the playoffs. McCown in trouble and goes down. Kevin Williams, his 3rd sack of the game.
This guy has been unstoppable this second half.
Arizona, it's their
Cardinals burn their final timeout. So trailing by 5.
You can see a great move by Kevin Williams here. He just beats Spike. He's basically getting triple teamed. He beats the triple team for the sack. Watch him. There's 1, there's 2, and then Emmitt tries to get a piece of him. Emmitt wants nothing to do with him.
A bit of irony in it all, a shrine to football, Lambeau Field, where fans are sitting and watching this game in Tempe, Arizona, at Sun Devil Stadium, where the NFC North Division title will be decided. And a rookie from Oklahoma State, Kevin Williams, with 10.5 sacks this season, 3 in this game. He keeping the Cardinals out of the end zone. 8 sacks in the game for Minnesota.
I think that's why George O'Leary moved him inside. Got him away from the end, put him inside, let him cause havoc on offensive guards and centers.
3rd and 14. 31 seconds remaining. From the 17 of Minnesota.
Got to take a shot for the end zone here.
No timeouts for the Cardinals. McCown. The ball is loose. Lance Johnstone applying the heat. The Cardinals got it back. On 4th down.
They got to hurry up and run a play.
They don't have time to spike it.
Come on, Josh. Hurry up. If you're going to run a play, you got to run it.
This is the ball game.
4th down.
5, 4. They're watching in Green Bay. McCown for the end zone. It's caught. Nathan Poole has a touchdown.
Wow! Can you believe it? The Cardinals just upset the Minnesota Vikings.
The Packers win the NFC North. Minnesota goes home.
What a game. Josh McCown comes up with the play of a lifetime.
His 3rd NFL start on 4th down.
Play was ruled as touchdown, force out, touchdown.
Nathan Poole, you hear the official.
That's an extra point.
The official ruling the force out. And the Cardinals,
Can you believe it?
with no time left, on 4th down, there are Viking players watching, stunned on the field. And they're doubting whether he was in, but the official ruled that it was a force out.
They're playing for their coach, Dan McGinnis. What a play. What a job.
1 foot was in. He was forced out. The official quick to call that. And this will be under a booth review. The second under these final 2 minutes.
This Minnesota team is stunned. Look at them. They're absolutely stunned.
And I know they're stunned in Lambeau Field, where the Packers have a 31-3 lead with 2 minutes remaining. Here's a look again on 4th down. And you see the clock. No time
No
out.
time left.
The play was ruled as a force out, touchdown. We will review, however, as to whether the receiver retained possession of the ball.
He only had 1 foot in bounds there.
But they quickly ruled it a force out. And this will be under review as Viking players await the result. This is as big a review as it gets, because it affects not just these 2 teams here. It affects the Packers.
Yes, it does. Look. Do you think he could have got that foot in? I don't know if he could have. They would have been better off if they would have just left him alone.
And there is Nathan Poole in what could be Dave McGinnis' last game as the head coach of the Cardinals. His good friend, Mike Tice, trying to get his team into the playoffs. And Josh McCown in his 3rd NFL start against this Viking defense, heaving it in the end zone with no time left.
What a football game. Can you believe it, Chris? What a play by Josh McCown.
And to add to the drama, Nathan Poole with 1 foot in, and quickly the officials ruling force out. Nobody is leaving. Half this stadium filled with Viking fans, and I'll bet they're all standing in Green Bay.
During the course of the play, a fully reviewable portion of the play is whether the receiver retained control when he hit the ground. He did, ruling touchdown.
It's a touchdown, Cardinals. The Packers will win the NFC North. The Vikings, after starting out 6-0, will lose on the last day of the regular season and miss the playoffs.
By rule, we must attempt an extra point.
And the official pointing out that